If you are Hall of Fame, somebody can pick you up and drop you off in any era, and either you will play the same way or you will dominate even more. I feel like you could place my game 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and I will fucking dominate even more than what I did at my time.
What's popping, y'all? For Complex, I'm Jordan Rose, and today I am joined with the youngest MVP in league history, one of the greatest point guards of all time, the Windy City Assassin. Derrick Rose is in the building, man.
And I'm D Rose. What up,
D-Rose, J Rose.
Yes, sir.
This is a movie.
Let's
This is
go.
already a
It's
movie.
meant to be. Let's go.
I mean, to start off, this past weekend, your number immortalized in the rafters. You're probably getting this question a whole bunch, but now that it's up there finally, after waiting for so long for it to get up there, how does that feel?
I'm happy it's over. I'm happy it's over, but the celebration, it was a lot going on. A lot of emotions. My family, friends, everybody came out. The city came out. Thank you to everybody that came out, the Reinsdorfs, the Bulls franchise, the watch parties overseas, Ni Hao, because it was global. And I just appreciate it. My family, they loved it. My kids, they loved it. And we're still living off of that high.
I think you're like the only person that could get Michael Jordan to do a selfie style. Congratulations.
It wasn't me, that was Jerry, bro. That's big dog, Jerry. But I had the chance to meet Michael when I was younger and play with his kids or go to his crib. And that was his way of like showing love and shaping what I wanted out of my family along with other mentors that I had. But MJ is MJ.
Did they show you that video like early in advance? Like when did you see his like congratulations video?
My best friend showed it to me probably a day prior to that. But when he was showing it to me, I was getting my hair done or getting my hair cut, and I had to stop it because I was getting teary-eyed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, like stop. Then I looked at the whole thing afterwards, but it's kind of insane to have MJ show love with me being a student of the game, with me knowing how he went to the Olympics and got the game, got the shoe line busting, got the Olympics busting, just everything, and we tried to follow that model along.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you definitely, I think, succeeded in really, you are like the first son of Chicago. I think everyone always says, and especially in that ceremony, it just felt so Chicago from your speech to the people you were shouting out and giving flowers to, no pun intended. Your game just like a real Chicago point guard. And it all is encapsulated in this book, The Poo Print, which I got noted up already because I'm gonna open and flip to like certain pages that I just want you to talk about what you remember from those moments. But I guess first, before that, like, talk to me about the process of putting this together and why you selected certain things to be included.
For one, it's me and my team. We ideated on it along with my wife, Elena, Maddie, Rand, Art, everybody that we sourced the pictures from. We collect, for one. We're Asseline book collectors. And once the idea came up, we reached out. Elena reached out with Maddie. They reached out and they said they agree with it. So Prosper and his wife agreed. We talked to them and they loved the concept of like the poo print, where when Jay-Z, when he put out the blueprint, it was like a motif or a pattern that he was always trying to capture. And this is basically the same thing, where the kid that's not verbose or not talkative, like this is the poo print to letting you know that you don't have to be that, but you can still follow your own thing.
Real. So the first page I want to show you, just to reminisce on, is from ABCD.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about the OJ know, but OJ know.
Yes, sir. The cover.
Yeah.
Just talk to me about what you remember.
Now, that was crazy. You don't even got it. So that was the first time I ever seen a star get treated the way OJ Mayo did. So at my high school, we didn't do interviews. We never talked to the media because our head coach said that he didn't want nobody above the team. So when I seen the way that they was treating OJ and just how everything stopped when he said certain shit, it just blew my mind. And I knew that it was levels to like fame or like getting to where you want to go. So for that whole shoot, I was just looking at how he was just getting pampered.
Yeah.
And but at the same time, it made me look at, or it made me build certain boundaries where if I was acting a prima donna, that was just a reminder that like, all right, I can't do that anymore because I remember OJ did it. So.
Yeah, you were like nobody's bigger than the program, like kind of moment of just remembering that.
Yeah, he was a pro. They was treating him like a pro in high school. We was in high school, but he was
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
pampered as if he's like he made it already.
Yeah, OJ Mayo was a bucket too.
That's a fact.
That boy.
Yeah.
So that's the first
That's
one.
the first one. All right.
That one really stuck out to me. This too, your years in Memphis.
Yeah, M-Town. Shout out to them M-Town boys.
You know, I think that
6 months, 5 to 6 months in Memphis.
5 to 6 months of but look,
Yeah.
NCAA 20 run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had a blast. Every game, I knew we was gonna have a good team in the beginning of the summer when Chris cursed out Joy for missing like a run.
Yeah.
And I seen Joy not get mad, but take it on the chin. And once I seen that, I'm like, oh, I made the right decision. Like, we holding people accountable here. No matter, Chris, he's smaller than Joy. Joy can easily probably swing him around and do anything he want with him, but Chris was the leader on our team, and he stood up to him by letting him know that, like, you let the team down. Right when I seen that, I said, hell yeah, I made the right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But something that, because I remember watching highlights from this season, but something that I learned from this book is the adversity that you overcame in this
that's
season.
something I didn't talk about,
Yeah. And so I guess first, like, you know, you talk about how in the book, Cal didn't let you go to your best friend's funeral. And you had to really, how did you get through that season?
It was the whole year I was playing for him. I wasn't calling back home. If I did call back home, it was to talk to my mentor or my OG Driller. What up? It was to talk to him, and he was basically like keeping me calm so that I would stay in Memphis and not transfer, because I was telling him I wanted to transfer because I felt like it was too hard. And he was just holding me down like, man, y'all got a good team, just stay in, like you're gonna get there. I ended up sticking in, and yeah, we made history with this, so far.
Yeah. Like, it's so crazy now, though, when you think about how much different college hoops are to like when you were playing college hoops with like NIL and, you know, the transfer portal, you know, play. It almost feels like the league.
Older guys.
Older
too.
guys.
Yeah, now, guys coming out young, but when I came in, we had none but juniors and seniors damn near on my team. So that was one of the reasons why I chose Memphis too, because, you know, older guys mean that you're more mature and you're disciplined.
How do you think like your approach to college hoops might have been different if like NIL was a thing back when you were playing?
I probably wouldn't have worked out that much, to
Really?
be honest.
Why?
Yeah, because I feel like, I'm dealing with that with my son, or asking a lot of questions, and people are giving me suggestions on what to do. But until he gets there, we don't know what we're going to do, but it would have messed with my drive, for sure. If I would have had $20,000 or $10,000 in my account, let alone $100,000 or $1 million, bro, I would not be in the gym like that. I was still hurting while I was in college, so it wasn't like I made it.
And even thinking about like the opportunity of the transfer portal where you could just go to another school, play the next year, no redshirting, no like you have to sit for a minimum amount of time. I feel like they treat college hoops like it's the league, plus with the brand deals and the NIL shit. It's like
It is. It's a cost though. Just know it's a cost with everything. So yes, you going there. Yes, you doing that. Yes, you want to leave. But at the same time, you're not showing no loyalty from who started off with you or who gave you your first shot, and it's a cost.
That's a fact. One other one I want to quickly go to, because I was flipping through this book like so many pictures.
It's a lot. Yeah, we got cold in there. It's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to get to. The next moment that I want to reminisce on, this one is special.
What's up?
Skipping up into the future a little bit.
Oh shit.
President Obama.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this for real. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't even super hip to you speaking during his campaign. Obviously, both
Yeah.
from Chicago, it makes
Yeah.
sense. But just talk about what this experience was like. You know what Obama meant
That's
to
probably
you.
the nervous I ever been right there.
For real, bring me there.
Going on stage, I didn't know what I was doing, bro, or what I signed up to. My agent told me at the time that we were going to go to the convention, and like you may have to say a little something, bro. When I tell you, I walked in there and I saw all them people, and that was my first time ever, like practically like looking at a convention or really paying attention to it. Oh my God. Got on stage, nervous. I don't even remember what I said, but I guess it wasn't too terrible. It's not a blooper or nothing like that right now.
Yeah.
But I remember it being a good time. I remember just the joy of the city, and just like my mom them being proud of me of like switching it up.
Were you more nervous in this moment or on Saturday when you were talking to the entire United Center during that jersey retirement?
That one.
By
that
far.
one. Yeah. I mean, nervousness for the retirement thing, it's more like remembering, like I forgot a few people, Toy, Dre, Randall, them parents, like at that moment.
Of course.
But this was like a whole nother level right here.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, this a whole nother realm. I'm not in that realm. I'm not in politics. And they expecting you to, charm them or do something.
Yeah, and especially his first campaign, that's a lot of
It was
pressure.
crazy. Yeah, it was crazy.
Crazy. But speaking back to the jersey going into the Raptors this past weekend,
Yeah.
one of the moments that really stuck out to me was you shouting out Thibs and showing love to Thibs. And honestly, even just directly addressing, people who blame Thibs for the first injury. He should have probably taken you out that game.
You won up.
What? I'm not blaming him.
I feel you.
I'm not blaming him, but it's like y'all was up OD, y'all was up double digits. It was
Facts.
and whatever. So
So check it. So if none of that happened and I
Right.
would have never got injured or whatever it was, you never would have got to the resilient side of me. You never would have got to the 50-point game. Never would have got Thibs. I came in at the 3 spot for Minnesota. That he gave me, I would have been out the league. Think about that. I didn't even say that night. I was signed to Cleveland, bro.
yeah,
After Cleveland, who did I sign with? Minnesota.
damn, when he was bringing all like the
He had Jeff Teague. He had Tyus. He had somebody else. He had 3-point guards. I had to play the 3. Came in at the small forward.
damn.
No other coach wouldn't have done that probably for their ex-player, but not in my case. I would have been out the league if it wasn't for him.
That's real. Do you have what's your most endearing or craziest Thibs memory? Because you've coached with him in so many different places now.
I mean, I love Tiz, man. I mean, we talk basketball. I just ate with him. We talked basketball for 2 straight hours, like about the game, about what he see, how he's going to adapt if he gets another opportunity, and yeah, just about just the sport, man. I'm a student, so I know where the game is, where it was at, and where it's heading. So he always loved to pick my mind about certain things, about where the game is at, or the state of the game.
Yeah. And speaking on that, you got drafted to the Bulls, obviously #1 draft pick.
Yeah.
When the team at the time was trying to figure out their identity, well past the Jordan years and trying to get out, just figure out who they were. And that's a lot of pressure that's put on you as a #1 draft pick from Chicago to, elevate the team. How did you deal with that pressure first coming into the league and really became a difference maker immediately? Obviously, rookie of the year, immediate difference maker. What was your mentality like at that time?
Kill everything.
Real.
Play both sides of the ball. Don't run from a matchup. Chicago, we don't run from matchups. So if I'm sticking you, you stick me. You score 30. I'm supposed to try to get 30. And next game, it's supposed to be the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't supposed to run. I ain't running from no matchup because I feel like it's a Chicago way of just playing. You take your lick so that later on when the player that gave you the lick gets older, you get your lick back.
Get your lick back.
And kick your ass out the league. All right, nah. All right, thank you. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was supposed to go.
Yeah.
I took my licks early so that I could get in position and feel the value that I have from getting my ass kicked the first 2 or 3 years of the league. Now I'm in a position where I got a little bit of power. I put my game together. Yeah, it's time to hand it out now. But now, if I don't stick nobody, like it's no matchup. It's that. If you're not sticking me, the papers, you could call it off, like the news anchor, stop saying it's a matchup tonight.
Right.
We're not sticking each other.
Real. Who is the hardest person that you had to defend throughout, like, in your entire career?
I hated dudes that act like they were like real point guards.
Talk to me about that.
So guys that try to like organize the game. So when I hear that, or when people ask me that, like Rondo, like, you know, legit point guards that didn't care about scoring, and you couldn't phase them by how much you scored because they don't care about that. They care about just winning the game, and I hated guys like that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted my scoring to get to you or try to rattle you. It never rattled him. He still played the same way. I could have 30. He still don't care about his point. He's still not trying to score. He's still telling guys where to go, how to organize the offense. And it was just a mind game because he was playing mind games with me too, letting me know that I don't give a fuck about points. Like, at the end of the game, you lost. That's the only thing I care about.
And the flip is Rondo the hardest person that's the hardest defender you've faced, like who's defended you?
No, it was just team. I mean, in the league, you're not defending nobody solely just by yourself.
Yeah, of course.
So if you're right-handed, we're going to slightly send you left. If you're left-handed, we're going to slightly send you right to help. Then if help not there, then if you're just killing, we're going to double team you, all that.
Right.
But you're not sticking nobody normally by yourself. So it's normally the team that got great, like, you know, great guys or great dialogue to like try to stop the person or try to stop the player that they're trying to stop. So like the Bostons, the LAs when Kobe was playing. Who else was tough? The Phillies when Drew Holiday was on the field. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a long time ago. So.
And speaking of the Cobes, obviously you played against him throughout your career, including his final, like his retirement tour season. And I had heard that in that season, he was more playful, more lighthearted. Do you remember what it was like facing him in his last game against you and what his, I guess, energy was like on the court?
It was always the same with me, where he tried to kill us. Which, I mean,
even at the retirement tour.
Dead serious. The same. He come out, he talk about how ugly my shoes are because he's a Nike guy.
Yeah.
Talk shit. Then it's tip off. Then during the game, it's nothing. We don't say nothing during the game. Then after the game, he showed hella love. Then I think after like my first or second year, he mentioned like I was improving like on my jump shot. And that's how I knew that like I was a student. And he was a student of the game and he was watching me. Because he really didn't say shit to me while we played. But when he said that to the paper, I'm like, he's paying attention.
And that was something that you really, really worked on was that.
Yeah, I mean, every player in which they don't talk about now, I feel like I adapted. I came in the league straight athletic, couldn't shoot at all, ball still sitting on my palms. I'm still having to think, like hitch, getting the ball up, all that. I changed all that as an adult in the league, changed my shot in the league, went from shooting 20-something% from the three. Then by the end of my year, I shot over 40 2 or 3 times from the three. And you would still have people say, he still won't even mention it. But I felt like I adapted.
Do you feel like that's like one of the most underappreciated aspects of your game? Was how you developed your jumper over time?
No, it's the intellect. If anybody else would have won MVP at 20 or 21, they wouldn't be saying, or tennis, soccer, hockey, whatever it is, they would be talking about how gifted they are, but what about the intellect? If they were white, they would be talking about their intellect and how they manipulate the game at a young age, and how did they get there? With me, it's straight athletics.
Yes.
How you jump. But what about the mental part? I played the same position as a quarterback.
Yeah.
I led the team to that.
And that's why you are still the youngest MVP in league history.
Yeah, but I was just trying to show the difference between how they don't talk about the intellect part. You got to be very intelligent to win the MVP by your third year in the league.
Yeah, I mean, especially after winning Rookie of the Year. You always think, I think one of the most famous clips from you is that press conference where you were like, why can't I?
I feel you.
Why can't I be the MVP of the league? I think that right there shows the intellect because
No.
you never even questioned. It didn't make sense to you why people would even question, like, well, how is that not a possibility?
Yeah.
And I think it also is reflected in the Adidas deal, which is to this day one of the most, I think, landmark athlete deals and how it just sets you up to this day. In the book, you talk about, actually, I think, we get into the book.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about, in this moment right here,
Yeah.
I remember vividly,
Yeah.
I remember this. It's powerful. So in this part of the book, you talk about how
Living in the Trump for a month before I'm in the Trump now, but all of us, me and my friends, 8 of us, like going from up north in the suburbs to living in the Trump downtown before the team moved downtown, like with the practice facility. We were there just talking about for weeks, just talking about how like our lives is gonna change just from signing a deal. And yeah, that was some great times, man, just reminiscing about it. But just knowing that we got to that point though.
do you remember the day that you penned it, like where you were, what you were doing the day that you signed the Adidas deal, the first one?
We was at All-Star. All-Star, I had my family there, I had my mom, them, everybody there. I was supposed to sign it on my birthday, right, Ryan? On my birthday that year, but because of negotiations and royalties and all that, they had to push that thing back
Yeah.
to All-Star. Everybody agreed, and it was life-changing.
Well, I'm literally wearing the Adi 02s right
I see
now.
you've been playing in the motherfuckers.
Heavy. You see the bottoms?
Yeah, I see. You don't gotta tell me. We just wore out.
We was hooping in these point guard shit.
I see.
But in this page, you talk about how there was another company. There was 2 companies that offered you a deal.
Yeah.
Who was the second one? Or who was the first one, rather? Because Adidas was the second one that you ended up with. If you can say.
I really can't say, bro. But it was a company that I thought that I was gonna sign with, and
Do you remember the amount at least? Do you remember what the lump sum was that they offered you?
I could say that without. I'm never gonna say the name though.
Okay, you can. I don't care
All
about the
right,
name.
so the previous year, someone got a bag, and the previous year after that, or years before that, somebody got a super bag. And I'm thinking the year before I came, I'm watching the person ahead of me, a year ahead of me. I'm like, bro, all right, if he got that, I'm at least getting half of that.
Yeah.
Like at least half. It wasn't even that. It wasn't even $1 million.
And
I'm not trying to say that in a
that's not-
pompous way.
Yeah.
Because at that time, I probably would have took anything if I didn't have the agents that I have. So I'm not trying to say that in a pompous way. But yeah, I felt like I was worth more. And Adidas came and said, all right, if you do what you're supposed to do within 2 or 3 years, we'll rip up your contract. And I won the MVP my third year.
Prove that that value proposition ended up
That's a fact.
checking out. And I guess also just like the importance of having that team to also like reaffirm what you already knew of, like you knew you were worth more than the whatever amount of bread that first deal was offering you. Talk about how that really helped elevate you, was having those people around you to give you those right business moves too.
I was signed with WMG. Shout out to Casey and everybody that's on the team. I was signed to them at the time, and Arn Tellum and BJ Armstrong was my agent at the time. And BJ played, Arn was Kobe's first agent, so and Reggie Miller's first agent. So just talking to them about just the landscape of like what happened prior to me, who was getting what, and they was giving me the knowledge. Not only that, they were putting me on the calls. Don't say nothing, but just listen. And I'll sit there and just listen and hear people say, like, no, he's not getting that. Like, this is what we're getting. This is what we have. And in my mind, I'm comparing it to the guy that just went, like, a year that just went to the league a year ahead of me. I'm like, bruh, it's not even half of that. Fuck it. I'm just going to have to grind my way to it. Told them, like, I'll sign a deal with Adidas. And from there, they were just kind of, like, guiding me with just the knowledge of, hey, most guys don't get royalties. They just get paid. What are you leaning towards? We prefer you do this. And I end up listening. I end up following what they told me, and my family said.
For life, generational.
Yes, sir.
And I think about that era, the page that we were just on, and then that's kind of when I feel like you as because you even talk about it in your speech, like the D Rose persona, and then who you actually are.
Yeah.
I feel like the culture started creating that D Rose persona around that time. I mean, you've been name dropped in mad rap songs. Like, is there any like D Rose rap lyric that sticks out to you, or that you?
Nah, bro. I'm a huge KRS-One fan though. So when I hear him talk, he always talking knowledge. And when he talk about hip hop, it made me feel like he was talking about me in a way, when he was talking about not like the new stuff, and I'm trying to not say that in like crass way.
Right.
It's dope. But I'm saying for the guys that started hip hop, they had something to say. And they were just trying to rap. They was showing love and respect, and they wanted love and respect back. But they were just talking about just what they were going through. And I felt like I was doing the same thing, but I was showing mine with action.
Yeah.
Where I ain't had to say that I didn't eat last night. You gonna see this shit. Why is this kid playing so aggressive?
Yeah.
Like, why is he going so, damn, he mad? Why is he so mad? Like, you wouldn't know. But it was what I was going through. And I felt like hip hop was the same thing, where a skinny kid come up, you prejudge him before he say something, he spit some shit, and you like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
And that's what Nas, that's how you get a Nas. Nas rapping at 17, 18, talking about snuffing Jesus. Like, what's this kid talking about?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But it's like, it's what he going through. Let him demonstrate.
Yeah, speaking on their experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest, one of my favorite D Rose lines is pretty simple. Is shout out to Derrick Rose, yeah, that nigga nice.
That one up.
Yeah, that shit was hard. But like, you even have rappers like, I saw recently, G Herbo, obviously from Chicago.
Yeah.
He was talking about you, and he was like, Derrick Rose is the...
Shout out to G Herbo.
Big shout out to G Herbo. He was like, Derrick Rose is the most important sports figure to the city of Chicago, which I agree with, to be honest. I agree with. But what do you think when you hear that type of praise coming from people from your city?
I don't like that. I don't like to hear it.
Yeah. Why don't you like to hear it?
Bro, I'm living. I'm 37, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't like the idolizing or idol worship. Like, I don't like that. So in my mind, once I got injured, I kind of like separated, or I could separate them. Like, all right, basketball's over there, but who I am and what I'm trying to find out right now is self-identity, self-revelation, and self-knowledge. That's what I'm on now. The basketball part, the D Rose character is cool, but BJ Armstrong is my agent. I told you, he kind of always put in my mind that, hey, you got to find who you are outside of this character, because they're going to always put you here. So D Rose is cool. I love when people call me that. I love the character that we all created, the synergy we created, all that. But like, who I am and what I want to show is Pooh. Like, I always was creative. I always felt like I was into like different things, or yeah, different things to my peers, just like chess, just like this book, just like flowers, just like other verticals that I got coming out. I always wanted to separate myself, and now I feel like it's time with me having the liberation to have time.
And something that I thought was really cool that you included in here, All-Star Weekend. I don't know if I highlighted it.
Standing still.
Yeah, obviously it became a meme, but I love in the page you talked about how you hated All-Star games.
Yeah, because it take you away from your family.
Yeah.
The family loves it or participate in all the functions more than you do because you working the whole time. So yeah, my third year, I was kind of like over it at the time, like having to work, go everywhere, then come back and having to vent to my brother and them about just, just
Having to do the
having to be seen. Then you come back, you hearing their stories about how the part of them going there. Then I got to go to an obligation. Not complaining, I did it.
just wasn't.
But it wasn't my personality.
Yeah. Even that moment becoming a meme, I feel like probably bothered you because it was like, why are you guys making this so much of a thing? Like me not dancing and doing
For me, you gotta think about like the guys, those my peers. So every time All-Star come up, that meme come up. So I'll be thinking about like, damn, they gotta see that every time. So I don't want them to see that every time. It wasn't meant for that. Like it was just a moment that I just didn't want to dance. And now it's just a reoccurring thing where when All-Star comes up, people like to put that up there, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that you've dealt with stardom really well. Someone else who's in Chicago right now, I think, kind of in a uniquely similar situation, Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
The Bears. Shout out to the Bears, man. So
No, he's in a whole nother tier. Like the Bears fan, it's unreal. There.
yeah, like the football in Chicago is different.
It's different.
Have you been able to speak to him or maybe give him any type of advice on how to navigate being a star in Chicago?
Not really. I think he's fit for it. Seems like he got the personality for it. Seems calm, nonchalant at times. When with big games, you would think he'd be going crazy, but real poised. But I think the city needs that. I think the team needs it. And we've been looking for a quarterback for a very, very long time. And he stays out the way. As long as he don't get in trouble, Chicago's going to always love him.
And like, I got to put my tinfoil hat on real
Go
quick,
ahead.
all right?
Go ahead.
You drafted number 1.
Yeah.
You from Chicago.
What you finna say, Red?
Now look, because Bron brought this up first. Bron was on like a podcast and he brought this up. It's like, okay, what are the odds Patrick Ewing gets drafted to the Knicks?
Yeah.
LeBron from Cleveland gets
Yeah.
drafted to the Cavs. D Rose from Chicago. Do you think the draft lottery is rigged? Like, is there any Wemby grew up getting coached by Tony Parker, gets drafted to the Spurs? Like, I'm not trying to like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to have the black trucks outside.
Yeah.
But like, what do you think of people saying that in certain times, certain years, the lottery might be a little not as lottery-like?
I mean, I hear the stories, but so I hear the stories, but at the same time, it's a business. So in my case, I can say that I didn't know where I was gonna go because I had Mike B's going like right behind me or in front of me. So Bron and them, of course, he was gonna go to. Now his is different. Pat's was different. I heard some other players, even MJ's a little different. But I feel like I didn't know where I was gonna go. But I was happy that my first 2 spots was Miami and Chicago. So that was the only thing I was worried about. Like, if it ain't home, I'm gonna be on the beach.
Yeah.
Normally, guys be like, damn it. And the first 2, it'd be like
Milwaukee.
Utah, Milwaukee. You like, oh. But I had Miami, Chicago. Blessing. What more can I ask for?
Yeah, you wrote that in the book too. It was like you were good either way.
Either way.
Because like you were either home or like you said.
Wanted to go play with D-Wade in Miami at home. I'm back with my family, in which it happened that way. And we got to this point. So it worked out, man.
Yeah, I could not even imagine you though in Miami. Like I could, especially then fast forward to all the battles
Facts.
that you've had with Miami, which was dope during the ceremony this past weekend, seeing all of your past teammates.
Yeah.
I saw one comment that really stuck with me, and it was like, it's dope to see everyone come together. And it felt almost as if y'all had won a championship, even though obviously y'all never got to that point. but so close, so many years, and just the camaraderie. Like you talk about in the book, your relationship with Joakim Noah and like Taj and just all those guys like Kirk, Kyrick, all these guys who show up for you. Talk about the relationship you have with those guys and all these past teammates of yours that really showed up for you.
We
in
still
that
now.
moment.
We still cool now. To this day, I'm still cool with Joe, Lou, Kurt, Woo, Goodie Bag, Rip, all my OG, AAG, Ben Gordon, everybody them that I played with, they were like cool OGs. And what I love most about my OGs is that they didn't care about money. I never heard my OGs and them talk about money, except if it was like buying like a house or like a car. Outside of that, they never talked about their contracts. And I feel like that helped me because it helped the team too, but it helped me because in a way that it let me know that money wasn't like everything. Like winning was everything, and they came from winning backgrounds. So when I came in the league, they didn't care about that, like number one pick and all that. They were more worried about me like organizing the offense. Hey, Rook, you going too fast. Slow your ass down. If you keep going fast, I'm not running up there to set the pick. Hey, you going fast, you got coach thinking it's me fucking it up on the back end. It's you.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm having to hear all this and take it in and not say nothing, then that's me organizing the game. Then I'm having to add myself into the game by scoring and having to do all this shit. And they helped me. Like Kurt Thomas, like I said, the Kurt Heinrichs, the other point guards that he was on my ass at first. And then once he seen that I cared about the game and not about my stats, he like drew to me. Like, so I had a bunch of experiences, great OG stories that I got archived, and just blessed that I came to the right franchise and the right team, because most of the time you can't go somewhere and it could be detrimental for your career.
So as an OG now, jersey in the rafters, did you think that retirement would feel the way it does now when you started the league? Like when you first got into the league, did you think that retirement would feel like this?
I didn't think about it. Yeah, you don't have those ideas, but all you hear is it ain't about what you make, it's about what you save. So that's one thing that stayed on my mind. Like, all right, at the end, you're supposed to have something, a nest egg or something, but hell no, I didn't think about it. But I love the fact that I have no regrets, none at all. I felt like I maxed out. I felt like I did all I could do throughout my mornings, the afternoons, the nights. I felt like the day before games, I maxed out. During the games, I maxed out. Giving knowledge to the young boys, giving myself to the franchise, giving myself to the trainers, the knowledge to the trainers with me having so many injuries and them asking me questions. Like I felt like I gave everything, and that's why I could sit here and like talk about this or talk about not watching the games like that and don't care. I watch it with my son here and there. Not trying to say that in a crass way, but like I'm trying to be bigger and better.
Yeah, you left it all out there.
Yeah.
I think the last thing I would hope, just as a fan, is like, jerseys retired.
Yeah.
Only five players in Chicago history with their jersey retired in the rafters. Youngest MVP. Do you aspire for the Hall of Fame? Is that something that's in your mind as something left on the checklist?
It's funny you asked that. Thibs mentioned that during his speech last time. Like I said, I wanted to hit on so much shit, but I couldn't. So Thibs mentioned the Hall of Fame thing. And in my mind, and my peers, I know they feel this way too. If you are Hall of Fame, or if you are on that 75 team, shout out to everybody on that 75 team. If you are on there, that mean that somebody can pick you up and drop you off in any era in basketball. 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And either you will play the same way or you will dominate even more. To me, that's Hall of Fame or 75. I feel like you could place my game 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and I will fucking dominate even more than what I did at my time.
Facts.
And that's my answer on that.
And that's a real Hall of Fame way to end this, man. D Rose, Derrick, Pooh, thank you for coming in here and joining me in this conversation. Is there anything left that you want to tell the people? Anything that I left out?
No, Ashley, thank you once again for ideating with us, ruminating with us to get this idea and to get this out into the universe. Thank you so much, Prosper, your wife, the team. Thank you all, and we hope y'all purchase the book.
Fire. And that's all for Complex. I'm Jordan Rose. That's Derrick Rose.
Hey.
Peace. You shit me, man. What? That's a fucking legend, man.